Welcome once again to the Joycelyn Talk Show. This and every Friday. So last week we discussed ways of evaluating your relationship at the end of each year. But we're going to continue our main topic for this week, which has to do with ways of building on your long distance relationship. So, according to a survey done by Kiru, he said that long distance relationship has a 60% chance of success. And he said this based on a 132 miles distance. And he also said that if you're able to pull through from the first day up to the 8 months of your relationship, especially long distance relationship, then going ahead it will be much easier for you. So with this in mind, it means that of course long distance relationship can work. So what or how do you build on your long distance relationship? So our first point is that prioritize your schedules well. We all know that long distance relationship has to do with distance, where you are not close to the person and you cannot easily visit the person. So everything now has to do with how you communicate. So the best thing to do is to schedule your time very well, so you will still be able to have time for your partner no matter where you are. So if throughout the day you are not even able to communicate, at least the time that you've allocated for yourself as a time for you to be talking, at least you'll be able to go by that one, so that there will not be any breakdown in communication, because communication is very important. Another is that do not rely solely on technology. While some will be jubilating because of the technologies that are in the system, that's WhatsApp, video calls, etc., such things also, too much of them, can cost your relationship. Why don't you rather turn it to physical gifts and maybe visits, surprise visits? At least there should be something that could remind your partner of you. Maybe a gift that anytime he wakes up, he sees the gift or she sees the gift, she's like, oh wow, my guy gave this to me. Like, it reminds the person constantly of you. What about a surprise visit? And when you go all bubbly, like the time was so fun, and each time they remember how you came and the much fun they had, and it will be so easy for them to always remember and expect you next time. All those things also work, though not as frequent as the calls, but they also spice up your relationship. Another point is that focus on quality communication. Surprisingly, research has shown that long distance relationships do better in communication than normal relationships. Because for normal relationships, you feel like I can always see the person. But long distance relationship is solely on communication, the calls, the videos, etc. So this seems to do better. But it is not just about the number of times you call, or it's not about the number of video calls you made. It's about how quality the conversation is. It's about how interesting you make the conversation. If your conversation is going to be just based on arguments, based on petty quarrels, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you do this? In a long distance relationship, it will be too much of a havoc on your relationship. The next time a person sees your call, the person may even just want to avoid your call because they know that it's not going to be any better communication. Then, do not put your life on hold. I repeat, do not put your life on hold. Long distance relationship is not like marriage. I'm not saying cheat on your partner, but I am saying that give yourself some time to be alive. Make friends, go out, do things that will make you happy. And all this will make even your time that you are using to wait for the person move very fast. But if you're always going to sit down moody and all that, you realize that the time will be too slow for you and the experience will be too horrible. So make time for yourself as well. Finally, what breaks down most relationships is trust. If trust cannot be built in a long-distance relationship, then I'm sorry, it will not work. When you say, I will call you, make sure you call me. When you say, I will visit this time, make sure you visit. Because some little petty things could make your partner feel like, okay, maybe they are no longer interested in me. When you tell me you call me, you don't call. You say you visit, you don't visit. You tell me you are here. When I call you, I can hear a different background. All those things brood mistrust in a relationship. Trust is the most serious out of every other point we have mentioned. If you're able to make your partner trust you, and you make even yourself to be trusted, then you realize that when you tell the person I'm coming, they'll be rest assured that you are coming. Please, all these points are important. The first is to prioritize your schedules. The second is do not rely fully on technology. Focus on quality communication. Don't put your life on hold, and build trust. All this go a long way in the little of ways to help you. The show again is the Joycelyn Talk Show, this and every Friday. So I would love it if you can expatiate more on the points that we have raised today, and please send me a message on which of the points that you want me to even elaborate on for you more. So till next week, which we are going to treat how to know if your relationship is even going to work or whether you should call it off. Please stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.